What's going on YouTube? This, by seeing my face, is once again another edition of the Russell Cage Experience, and it is my Raw review for August 18th, 2008, and I went to watch the DVR'd edition, a DVR'd Raw, and I went back to watch it, and I accidentally deleted it. So I was very upset last night about that. And I'd considered making a video letting everybody know that I was going to read the results and still at least give my thoughts on what I've read and see where it's going, this, that, and the other, kind of like I did with the Shawn Michaels announcement. But going to touch on a few things here. Jericho opens up the show, basically, you know Shawn Michaels isn't going to be retired after his wife got punched in the face. I mean, it's obvious. Jericho says Shawn's career is over, and he says the last moment of his career was cradling his wife's head and knowing he's the one responsible for it. And you know that's not going to set well with HBK. He's going to come back against doctor's orders, that sort of thing. But a good way to get heel heat on Jericho. And from what I'm reading here, he got a lot of heel heat in that. And then we go to Batista versus Paul Burchill. Now, I'm wanting to know, how do you go from having Batista and John Cena in a good match at SummerSlam to Batista versus Paul Burchill? I know it's going to be a squash match, and, you know, they probably need a place for Batista to be in a match somewhere. They couldn't have put him against anybody else. And I thought, but I mean, obviously that isn't the case because Santino's feuding with Kofi, but I thought that Paul Burchill and Kofi Kingston were feuding, but I guess when Paul got his Intercontinental title match and his Intercontinental title shot, that was the end of the feud, and I'm really disappointed that WWE dropped the ball on that. But Batista, of course, picks up the victory with the Batista bomb, that sort of thing. Looks like we got Carlito's brother added to the Raw roster. Now, I know Carlito's not been on TV. I can't remember if they released him or not, because I know they had a list of people. And it kills me that I can't remember if they released him. But Eddie Coleman, the brother of Carlito, knows member of Raw, and if I remember, if Carlito's still with the company, they might put them together as a tag team. I don't know. Depends on Carlito's backstage attitude, sort of thing. Looks like they had a women's title match. I don't really comment on that. And we have JBL beating the crap out of Jamie Noble in a match. Once again, it looks like they're putting all the big matches from last night in just little squash matches for the night, minus John Cena and CM Punk. Alley comes out and announces CM Punk versus Chris Jericho, as I just said, for tonight, as well as the Unforgiven main event, which is a championship scramble match. Now, basically all it is, if you remember in the old SmackDown video games, as well as the real-life hardcore title, they had a match something like this where there's a time limit, and whoever had the pinfall at the end of the time limit took the title and was the champion. We have CM Punk, and of course, with it being the world title match, CM Punk champion against Kane, Batista, John Cena, and JBL. Okay. Now, we go from having two decent matches here, CM Punk and JBL and John Cena and Batista from SummerSlam. Basically taking all that, combining it into one, and adding Kane in the mix. I kind of would have liked to see it like a sixth superstar, because as you can tell, they're putting CM Punk in a match with Chris Jericho, so possibly set up the Chris Jericho title match against CM Punk. But also, I don't think they're ending the Shawn Michaels Jericho storyline right now, so that's probably why he's not in the match. But I would have at least liked to see 6 people in the match. Like, even have Rey Mysterio in the match if Kane's in it, you know, because they're obviously going to be starting a feud here soon. So, yeah. It has potential to be good, I'll put it that way. But with me going to be out of town at school, I don't know if I'll get to watch the pay-per-views now, considering I don't know where the closest B-Dubs is down there, or even a place that will show the pay-per-views, so we'll just have to wait and see. We have Cody Rhodes and John Cena, or Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase versus John Cena handicap match. Nothing big here. Cena picks up the victory after he makes Cody Rhodes tap out. So, yeah. Santino versus D'Lo Brown. Nothing wrong there. D'Lo gets a win via disqualification. Kane says everyone was shocked when he pulled Ray's mask out. Yeah, of course we were shocked because we thought it was going to be his mask. He says Ray's alive, but his spirit is broken and dead. So I guess that's what he means, if he's alive or dead. Batista comes out, and basically him and Kane brawl, and then Batista gets dropped by a chokeslam, and Kane leaves the ring. Then we have Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. Chris Jericho picking up the victory here after he nails the code breaker on CM Punk with help from Lance Cade. Of course, we don't expect Lance Cade to get involved because that's Jericho's minions. So, by all indications, this was another letdown of Raw, in my opinion, from what I've read, here. Because, I mean, you got your big stars against, I don't want to say jobbers, but mid-card guys who are obviously going to get beat. So that doesn't make for an entertaining match or an entertaining night, Nice announcement for the main event for Raw. Once again, I'd like to see a 6th person in there in that match, possibly even Rey Mysterio. Since Kane's in there, but I will just have to wait and see. And hopefully, I'm not going to say I want to watch ECW, but if I do, hopefully it's good. But after the title match at SummerSlam for the ECW title, I don't know if I even want to watch it after that, because that made me mad. But anyway, that's some thoughts on Raw here, and what happened. And hopefully next Monday, after I get moved in and all that, Sunday, I will watch Raw and be able to not delete it or anything. And so, guys, take it easy. Have a great Monday, and great Tuesday, and I will talk to you guys on here later. Peace out.